Hey guys, so today I'll be talking about some of the best Injustice teams that you could use. Starting from the top, one of the best Injustice teams that's standard is the Arkham team, comprising of the Arkham trio, which is Arkham Origins Batman, Arkham Origins Deathstroke, as well as Arkham Harley Quinn. These three work in unison. They work very well together. Arkham Origins Batman starts off with 2 bars of power for his Winged Avenger special. Arkham Origins Deathstroke, if you give him Ra's al Ghul's dagger, and gears that increase his power generation, he'll eventually be powered up for his second special in no time. And Arkham Harley Quinn, let's take a look at her passive. 25 increase to their maximum health. So Batman and Deathstroke, who have quite good health, already get an extra 25% increase to their maximum health. So that makes them even more reliable characters. And then Arkham characters have an unblockable chance on special attack number 2. That means Batman's Winged Avenger could deal 77k damage and has a chance of being unblockable. The same can be applied to Deathstroke's even more offensive special attack number 2. Identity Crisis is absolutely insane. This attack is very destructive, and being unblockable, it does more than 65k damage. Since Deathstroke gets a bonus 8% damage per promotion, and by the time he's maxed out, he'll have 56% extra damage. So we're talking about almost doubling that 65k to around 130. That means that with with Arkham Harley, this team can work very powerfully. Also, if anything, Arkham Harley can serve as a backup health booster too. If you find yourself in trouble, your characters have low health, or you want them to have a damage boost, you can use Arkham Harley's second special, Bag of Tricks, which means she could give her team a health boost, a power boost, or if you want another unblockable special attack too, just throw her bomb, her dynamite, and it'll be unblockable as well. Another team that works. It works similarly to the Arkham trio is the Red Sun team. This is also a standard team used by many characters. Involves having Red Sun Superman, Red Sun Wonder Woman, and Red Sun Solomon Grundy. Now, all these 3 characters back each other up. Red Sun Superman gives his teammates a 25% boost to their basic attacks. That means since you have 3, you have a 75% boost to their basic attacks. On top of that, if you add gears that make your basic attacks even stronger, it will make your basic attacks absolutely insane. You'll be doing over 10k damage on your basic attacks. Wonder Woman gives her teammates 15% power per Red Sun character. That means your team will have 45% power generation increase. On top of all that, you can give your characters gears that boost their power generation, and you have a power generation of over 50% easily. And Grundy gives his teammates 15% increased total health per Red Sun character on the team. That means you have a 45% increase in your total health. Now that is nothing to laugh at. That is huge, and that can be the difference between a win and a lose. So there you have it. That's another standard team that many people like to use. Another team that you guys could use involves using Wonder Woman 600, Red Sun Wonder Woman, and using, where is she? Animated Harley. Here she is, Animated Harley. Now, the purpose behind this team is power generation. Wonder Woman 600, Amazonian Fury, gives 30% power generation to all female teammates. Red Sun Wonder Woman gives 15%, and Animated Harley, as we all know, gives 20%. Now, using this team, you would give each of your characters power generation boosters and gears that heal them on special 1. Because with this team, you have 30 plus 15 plus 20. You have a 65% power generation already on your team. 65% power generation by default. That's on your team. And on top of all that, you add gears. You can boost your team's power gen to around 80% or even to an extra 100% increase. That means your Wonder Woman will be generating power very, very easily. Or any character on your team will be generating power very, very easily. And if you put heal on special 1, that makes it even better, because that means constantly generating power and healing themselves at the same time means your team can last a very long time in battle. Animated Harley Quinn, you can give her pistols. Where are they? .4357 pistols, I think they're called. Yeah, here they are. Revolver, heal team on special 2. So even if Harley Quinn's you don't get the heal on Harley Quinn, it'll by default heal the team on special 2. And if you do get the Rose, it'll be an extra heal. Your team will almost gain half their health once used. So, but the logic behind this team is power generation. Now, another team that you could use revolves around Arkham Origins Batman, the power of Shazam, as well as the Killing Joke, or the Joker. Anyways, the logic behind this team is that you start off with Arkham Origins Batman, use his Winged Avenger right away, and that could easily mean knocking out someone out, as long as you equip Arkham Origins Batman with gears that make his special 2 even stronger. Then you fight with Killing Joke, and keep fighting with him until he gets knocked out. Once Killing Joke gets knocked out, you use Shazam's power of Shazam and Roaring Strike in unison. Shazam goes absolutely ballistic, doing Roaring Strike. That means you've already got 2 enemies knocked out. And if there happens to be one more, use Arkham Origins Batman's The Dark Knight, and that will eliminate. This team is very fast-paced, designed for brutally annihilating your opponents. Another team involves Arkham Origins Batman, Arkham Origins Deathstroke, and Batgirl. Starting with this team is very good, because Arkham Origins Batman has 2 bars of power already. Now, Batgirl gives Deathstroke 1 bar of power, and what you do is give Arkham Origins Deathstroke Ra's al Ghul's dagger. By giving him Ra's al Ghul's dagger, you've already given him another bar of power. That means Deathstroke starts off with 2 bars of power, and that means Identity Crisis and Winged Avenger can be used right after each other. And you can give Batgirl power generation gears, like the IB stick, Hyperspeed Plated Suit, or Shazam's Lightning Cloak. All those gears will boost up Batgirl's power too. So by the time you're done using Winged Avenger and Identity Crisis, Batgirl will likely have gained enough power to use Redemption. That means that within the first 30 seconds of a game, you'll be using 3 special 2 attacks, which are very powerful. And by that time, your opponent's team will be badly damaged, and you'll have more than enough time to go for the win. Another team that people like to that I think is a very good team is Killer Frost, Wonder Woman 600, and Raven. Again, Wonder Woman 600 grants power generation to your team, so you already have plus 30% power generation. Killer Frost cuts down the opponent's power generation by 50%. And Raven, wow, she's very offensive as well. She has a very high attack stat when she's maxed out. When she's maxed out, her attack stat reaches 41k. Now, using that combined with her sensational passive, which means she swaps health when she's 20%, when her health goes 20% below, means that is insane. I mean, first of all, your opponent won't be using their specials at all. Second of all, you have a default boost to your power generation, and then you have Raven, who's not only very offensive, but in case she gets to low health, she can swap health. So basically, she can come back to life 3 times and destroy your opponent. So that team works wonders. If you really, really wanna hurt your opponent, what you can do is, instead of Raven, you can use Regime Killer Frost. 2 Killer Frosts dampen your opponent down. Regime Killer Frost cuts down their healing effects by 90%, and when you use your special attack, their opponent's power gets cut down by 50%. As you can see, it gets cut down by 50% and speed. So if you use Regime Killer Frost's second or first special, combined with an already active Killer Frost's Best Served Cold, your opponent has 0 power generation. Basically, 0 power generation if you use that ability. And since you have an additional 30% power generation, you can use Wonder Woman to throw her shield or Aegis Wrath to really, really decimate your opponent. This team works so well. It works insanely well when you're facing teams with Superman, or you're facing teams like the Arkham trio, who are very reliant on using their special moves. This team can just shut those other teams down. Another unique team is General Zod, Aquaman, and animator Harley Quinn. The logic behind this team is that you give Aquaman gears that boost his power generation. So that means Ra's al Ghul's dagger, IB stick, and hyperspeed plated suit. They'll boost his power generation insanely. Plus, you have Harley Quinn, who gives another 20% power generation. With this team, you would use Aquaman's second special, Atlantean Hero. Now, you would start off with Zod. The point behind this is starting off every fight with Zod. When Zod gets to low health, you tag him out and use Aquaman's second special. And keep spamming Aquaman's second special, because every time the Atlantean Hero gets knocked out, Zod benefits from that. Because Zod would gain 20% damage and 20% health. So you have the potential to get Zod back to full health and continue fighting with Zod. And not only will he be back to full health, but he'll also be very, very stronger. Another obvious team is Arkham Origins Joker, Killing Joke Joker, and animator Harley Quinn. Obviously, you can see the reason behind this team. 40% power generation for all Joker characters. On top of all that, Arkham Origins Joker is one of the strongest characters in the game in terms of offense, with a insanely high damage stat of 45k and a super powerful second special that dishes out 89k damage. And that also puts poison over time. And if you want to make it even more destructive, give the Joker the Ivy stick. So when Joker uses his first or second special, he will not only give poison, but will also give burning damage over time. And if you give Joker power generation boosters, he'll generate power very, very quickly. You can boost Joker's power generation over 60%. And give him healing on special 1, and you have not only a strong offensive team, but also a strong defensive team, because Joker is able to constantly keep his health, reviving his health, basically. So that's another team that you could consider. Another good team is Killer Frost, Darkseid, and Lex Luthor. Now, the logic behind this team is that, first of all, you have to give each of your characters healing on special 1. That is mandatory, healing on special 1. Lex Luthor gives your team 30% boost to their overall health. That is seriously. Darkseid's and Killer Frost both get their health over 100k with this. Second of all, you give your characters Kryptonian battle suit, and as in this case, I've given her Doomsday's gear as well. That means her health gets increased a lot to over 125k, and on top of all that, you give your teammates power generation boosters, so they're able to use those gears to get themselves to their special 1 and heal themselves in special 1. And Darkseid overall is a tank, because not only does he have a high health of 87k, but he has a high damage stat of 41k, and a first special that does 27k damage. That overall is very offensive, but since he heals himself, that will make Darkseid stick around for the game for a very long time. Killer Frost, same thing, 21k, not as strong as Darkseid, but the fact that she slows her opponent down means you can just bring in one of the other characters and keep fighting with them until they gain power. Lex Luthor, not only does he give the 30% boost to your teammates' overall health, but he also does power drain, which can help you a lot. Now, the last team that Well, actually, not the last. Another team that I would say is good would be Martian Manhunter. Where is Martian Manhunter? Where did he go? Here, Martian Manhunter, Static, and Nightwing. Now, Nightwing is very fast. Ra's al Ghul's dagger works amazingly well with Nightwing. His combo ender is 2 to 3 hits of the Aristocrat sticks. Static, he's immune to power drain. He gains power very quickly because of his aftershock ability in Martian Manhunter. He can really slow teams down. Telepathic attack. It can stun team. It's a strategy disruptor. This team basically disrupts strategies. If your opponent relies on power drain, then you bring in Static. You use Martian Manhunter to disrupt strategies, stall until Nightwing gains power. And Nightwing overall, he's very fast. This guy is one of the fastest characters in my opinion on the game. And using him, you have the chance to gain power and drain power. Another great team that you can use is Cassandra, Cain, Batgirl, Ares, and Hawkgirl. Where is she? There she is. Hawkgirl and Ares and Batgirl. Again, you would not start off with Hawkgirl. I mean, you would not start off with Batgirl. You would start off with Hawkgirl or Ares. Basically, logic behind this team: keep tagging Cassandra Cain back and in. So she can use her passive, which means cuts off the opponent's health by 25% of their current health. And you just keep doing that until Hawkgirl gains power for her second special, which can be used to knock the opponent out, or Ares' second special, which is insane, guaranteed to knock out. Hawkgirl also ensnares an opponent once she's tagged out, and since she does it 4 seconds faster, you can keep switching between Hawkgirl and Cassandra Cain, and while ensuring that your opponent will not be able to tag out because they're ensnared, and they'll also be losing 25% of their health. So you can keep doing that until one of these two gains power to use their second or first special and knock them out. And then while another opponent tags in, you can use Ares to knock them out, and then you have the last opponent, which you can do quite easily, knock them out because it'll be a 3-on-1 by then. Another team is Batgirl, Ares, and where is he? Batman. Now, Batman gives 25% boost to overall offense. Batgirl starts off with 1 bar, and you give Ares Ra's al Ghul's dagger. That means he has 2 bars of power. When he's maxed out and you use his Godsmack special, it will guarantee a knockout on whoever you're facing. As long as you max his Godsmack special out, give him gears that boost his second special, and boom. On top of all that, his passive gets applied to the next opponent who gets tagged in after he's knocked out. So the next opponent can't block. The next character on your opponent's team can't block. That makes a very insane team. Another team. You can also use the Bat Trio: Batgirl, Batman, and Batman. Batman starts off 2 bars of power, gets an extra 25% to his Winged Avenger. Batgirl gives 1 bar of power each. Again, all characters gain 25% damage. And Way of the Bat, devastating finisher, 54k plus another 25k damage added, is insane. Very insane. Give Batman Ra's al Ghul's dagger, and you have both Batman using their second special. And that can make a very strong team as well. So that's it, guys. Let me know what teams you guys use in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.